Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, first at 5.
Well, it's the home opener for the Green Jackets, and there's a lot going on at SRP Park. Our Alyssa Lyons is in North Augusta and joins us live at 5 with what baseball fans can expect. Alyssa.
Hey, Will, I am so excited to be here. This has to be my favorite holiday. My parents actually used to take me out of school to come and participate in opening day. Luckily, your kids will be safe. That attendance record will not be harmed because first pitch is at 7:05. Cars are already starting to load in through here. These gates are not going to be open until 5:30, but these are some dedicated fans because they are already in line, waiting to be that 1 millionth fan. And the lucky thing about that is everybody has a chance to be that 1 millionth fan tonight because there will be a raffle and there will be a big prize, which is that Augusta prize pack and also some other prizes. And plus this, a million pennies, and I already did the math for you, so don't even try to do it at home. That's $10,000 that you have a chance to get. And if you don't get that, you will walk away with something. 2,000 fans will have a rally towel, maybe better than that terrible towel that you get out in Pittsburgh here. So I'll be looking for that. It's also First Responder Tuesday, so $2 off that $11 ticket. So come on out. Cars are rolling in, and it will be jam-packed here in just a few minutes because the Mason Jars are actually kicking off a concert here in the next few minutes. That opens at 5:30, and they'll be on until 6:30, so about 35 minutes before that first pitch. Anthony Carpino is here. He just walked past me. I'm so excited to see Anthony. He's going to be walking around here, giving you all that concession stand. Get up, your hot dogs, your drinks, anything and everything in between. We actually just stopped in Southbound, which is one of my favorite places to eat here. Probably the best wings around town. I know Nick Dillon was throwing some down earlier, so we're going to see from him too. And I'll also have the latest on what to expect from the Green Jackets this year. New management, some new features with the clubhouse and some lights. So I'll have that up and coming at 5:32 when we finally see these gates open. But until then, Will, I'll send it back to you.
Alyssa, I know that you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, and you know I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so I feel like that was a personal jab with the terrible towel there.
It was, but I do love the color green, so I'm going to try to walk away with one. But yeah, I mean, these towels you're probably going to want to wash, maybe not so much that terrible towel. Just go ahead and throw that in the trash can if you got one.
Perfectly. Well, I'll see you later in the parking lot when you come back after the game tonight, so I'll look forward to seeing you then. But here's a live look at SRP Park from our southbound smokehouse camera, as Alyssa was talking about. There's a lot happening at the park tonight, but there is just one of many events the park is putting on this week. Here's what the Green Jackets vice president had to say about what you can expect.
Every time we start a homestand, we play throughout the whole week. So we have a job fair tomorrow night. There'll be 16 CSRA businesses out here set up from 6 to 8, interviewing candidates and then also just showing career opportunities. We're playing Comfort Keepers Baseball Bingo, a favorite. Thursday. Who doesn't love Thursday? It's back, so we're excited about that. Friday is our license plate giveaway courtesy of WOW, and Saturday we're celebrating Jackie Robinson Day, and then we wrap it all up on Sunday with our first Hollywood feed mark in the park. So bring your four-legged friends to the ballpark.
Yeah, and there's going to be plenty to do at the park over the next week. If you'd like to know more about upcoming events, or if you want to just grab some tickets, just head to SRP Park's website, greenjacketsbaseball.com. And we're going to check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. Riley, some beautiful weather for some baseball here on opening night.
Absolutely. Well, glad to see baseball is back, and we do have the weather cooperating with us if you are heading out to SRP later this evening. Currently, we're in the 70s, so if you're heading out there for us. We're beautiful right now, but we are tracking some storm chances late into the week. We'll have that full forecast in just about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Riley. A second arrest in the murder of 24-year-old Marquez Bouknight. 23-year-old Tevin Lloyd and 22-year-old Isaiah Lyles are both charged with murder and weapons charges. According to the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, the shooting happening at 2:31 Thursday on the 3400 block of Kensington Drive. Deputies found Bouknight with a gunshot wound to the upper body. He was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. We're learning new details in the case of a murdered 15-year-old in Orangeburg. The shooting happening at the Southern Lodge Hotel on St. Matthews Road on I-26. The Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office says 3 people were shot in what they're now calling a drive-by shooting. Sources say they have reason to believe this shooting may somehow be connected to the murder of another Bamberg County teen that happened last week. Dowling's mother says that she doesn't know why this happened to her son, but is hoping for some justice.
He's gonna be truly, truly missed by everyone. He was a loving person. He didn't bother nobody. He didn't deserve what happened to him. I'm gonna say it like that. It took a whole part of my heart from me.
The Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office has not identified any suspects. Augusta's City Department may face an internal forensic audit after leaders found out in the past month the city owes the IRS at least $2 million. In today's committee meeting, Commissioner Catherine Smith-McKnight pressed forward with a motion for next week to forensically audit multiple departments in Augusta. The effort moved forward with support from Commissioner Stacy Pulliam, Francine Scott, and Wayne Guilfoyle. Mayor Garnett Johnson a silent up and down nod. It would start with the mayor's office from 2020 to 2022 when Hardy Davis was serving as mayor. Also in today's commission meeting, the Augusta-Richmond County Library System. Commissioners have learned that the public library system faces a $1.3 million deficit. During a presentation to commissioners, it was announced the deficit was because of the move to its new, bigger headquarters on Telfair Street. Governor Henry McMaster is calling on South Carolina lawmakers to act urgently to get 2 bills onto his desk. One to reform bond protocol in South Carolina and the other to increase penalties for people who illegally carry guns. State House reporter Mary Green explains.
If the people understand, if those who would break the law, those who would hurt others, those who would do these dangerous things, if they know that there will be repercussions to them, then that will dissuade many of them from doing it.
The first bill the governor wants to see passed would automatically revoke bond for people who commit a violent crime while on bond for another violent offense. If the person is ultimately convicted of that subsequent violent crime and found to have committed it while out on bond, they'd have a mandatory additional 5 years tacked onto their prison sentence. The House has already passed this bill, and the Senate is debating it this week. The governor also wants lawmakers to pass increased penalties for people who illegally possess guns. For example, if they're a minor, or if they've been convicted of a felony and banned from having guns. These penalty enhancements were included in another bill the House passed earlier this year that would allow people to carry guns without any training or a permit in South Carolina. That bill, called constitutional carry or permitless carry, is currently in a Senate committee, but the illegal gun penalty section has been removed from it.
It is past time to give law enforcement the tools that we need to arrest felons who are caught possessing firearms in the state of South Carolina.
Live at 5 in Savannah. As we speak, first responders are looking into how a floor collapsed at the federal courthouse there. This all happening on the 2nd floor. 3 people are hurt, and at least one of them had to be taken to the hospital. This is a developing situation, and we will bring you more in later newscasts today. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is making his first public appearance in South Carolina. It comes as he's expected to launch a bid for president in 2024. DeSantis will host an event in Spartanburg next Wednesday, April 19th. South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster says there are several good candidates, but he plans on backing the man who's already held the title.
Well, we've got a lot of great candidates already in the race. Of course, I've been for President Trump from the beginning and still am, but Tim Scott looks like he might get in. And of course, Governor Haley is already in, and the Governor DeSantis is interested, and Governor Asa Hutchinson has already announced.
And like McMaster said, Senator Tim Scott could soon enter the 2024 presidential race. Scott will hold an event in Charleston on Friday. During the rally, Scott is expected to give a political update to his supporters. Right now, there's no confirmation on whether he plans to run for president in 2024, but Scott will be making stops in key primary states like New Hampshire and Iowa in the days leading up to the summit.
Well, tonight is going to be cold again, and heading out to that bus stop early tomorrow morning, a few spots will be down into the 30s. We are tracking a warm up, though, for the rest of the week, and also those rain chances. We'll have that full forecast just after the break.
And it's a fear for a lot of parents having something happen to their child. But for children you're about to meet, it was them saving their mother's life. That's when Live at 5 continues.
Time and
At Checkers,
A mom of 4 has her children to thank for saving her life. Her young son woke up to find her making strange sounds. As Taylor Lumpkin reports, the mom was suffering from a seizure caused by a brain tumor doctors later found.
These 4 siblings, Kendra, Morgan, Jackson, and Alexis, have an unbreakable bond. And that bond just got even stronger after they all worked together to save their mom's life.
They are her hero.
Just 1 week ago, 6-year-old Jackson McDonald was sleeping in the room with his mom, April, when he woke up to the sound of the 35-year-old making strange noises in the middle of the night.
I just woke up, hearing her sounding like a zombie, it sounded like she was gonna throw up.
Jackson immediately jumped out of bed and alerted his 3 sisters.
He was like, something's wrong with mommy.
That's when April's daughter Kendra came outside of their house and ran all the way down to her grandparents' house to get help, while her 2 older sisters stayed back and called 911.
And I told her it's an emergency, there's something wrong with my mom. I come over here and I look in the bedroom. And she was having a seizure.
Doctors ended up finding a large mass the size of a tomato on April's brain. Her family says she'd been dealing with intense headaches for months. She was supposed to see a neurologist next week.
That's my hero. The doctor said had he not woken up and alerted all of them, we would be having a different conversation.
April was put into a medically induced coma and had brain surgery where doctors were able to remove most of the mass. Now awake and able to walk and talk on her own, a GoFundMe has been launched to support the mom of 4 during her road to recovery.
It's like a blessing for, to see the community really pulling together to help my daughter and my grandkids.
Absolutely. Incredible story right there. And definitely, she had a little angel in the room with her there, with waking up that little boy. Hey, we got clear skies out there this afternoon. We're looking at beautiful conditions for the first half of the weekend. We're back to dry weather, but by Sunday, cannot rule out that there maybe is an isolated thunderstorm. And then we do look dry again heading into early next week.
Thanks, Riley. Coming up, meet a young girl who loves movies and quality time with loved ones. And she's hoping to find a family who loves doing the same things. Grant Me Hope is coming up when Live at 5 returns.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Lexus Acura Infinity.
The accident was not my fault.
when you're injured, you need help fast. Call George Sink Injury Lawyers all night.
You need someone that's gonna fight for you. Call now.
Call George Sink Injury Lawyers all night.
In high school, you